Welcome everyone to November's Advisor Ambassador Program. My name is Zach Hewells and I work in the Marketing and Communications Department at the NAFA Home Office. This is our first class of November and we're very excited to kick things off with Becky Brothers from NAFA Denver. Becky is the immediate incoming president of NAFA Denver. Yeah, she'll be starting in January actually, so pretty soon. And she's very involved in the yacht committee as well. And that's actually how we reached out to her for today. But she will be presenting Learn Exceptional Prospecting Practices, or for her title, Prospecting at Any Point in Your Practice, which are very crucial things to know. So if you have any questions during the presentation, feel free to use the chat feature in Zoom, or you can hold your questions to the end of the presentation and unmute yourself and ask directly. Either works great. But I'm going to turn things over to Becky, and welcome, Becky. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks for having me, and welcome to those on the line. This is my 7th or 8th year as a NAFA member, and while I'm a yacht at heart, I am now 42. I know I don't look it, but I am still very involved with the yacht committee. Today, we're going to talk about prospecting at any point in your practice. So whether you're getting ready to retire and you're looking for a successor, or you're just starting out, every tip you're going to hear today are tips that have been proven to work, and a lot of them I've gotten them from fellow NAFA members and members from other associations, and just 17 years of experience, which is hard to believe that I've been in an industry for 17 years. And the second longest relationship is with my 16-year-old dog. So both are doing well. I must be doing something right. First, we're going to start with your current book. And I know we've all heard it before, or you might assume or think they don't need anything, they don't want that, they're not ready. Well, don't assume, okay? Take advantage of the opportunities that are right in front of you and give them the opportunity to say yes or no, because they don't know what they don't know, and things change. Then that gets us on to life events. For example, this is me and a child. Is this my child that I've cleverly hidden from everyone for over a decade? A godchild or a niece? Like I said, I've been in this industry for 17 years, and I've had 2 advisors over those 17 years ask me, I have a financial plan. So again, you can know how your clients prefer to be communicated with. Is it a phone call, a postcard, a checklist, or an email? But make sure you have a process in place where you ask them about any life changes. And this is a great way for you to update your CRM at the beginning of the year. So if I were you, I would have this be in the first or second month of each year to update everyone's information. Also take advantage of the package campaign. So life insurance awareness, disability, what have you. A lot of those items from Life Foundation or from NAFA are prepackaged campaigns that you can use to communicate with your clients and prospects to identify any opportunities that are being left on the table. Make it a team effort. You'll notice the theme, ask for help. Have a team of people that want to see you succeed. People inherently want to help, so ask. Next is have partnerships, workshop partnerships. And the way you can do this—
Is there something I can help you with?
That's Siri. No, Siri, thank you. But have someone that can help you. One of the partnerships, and one of the best ways I've seen this work, was with a male and a female advisor team. It was actually up in Boulder, and I was there as a guest to see one of their speakers. Their speaker had asked me to come visit, and they invite all of their clients that they want to clone. And it was really wonderful to be a part of this experience, because normally I'm a part of putting it together. I actually got to be a part of the audience. And they had a funds person sponsor the workshop. They brought in a body language expert. So remember, you don't have to have this on just products and services that you offer. People remember how you make them feel and if you bring value. The room was full. Everyone was having conversations. People were going, "Did you make it last month?" And she was like, "No, I did not." She's like, "It was fabulous." And it was just wonderful to have the excitement in the room. And they shook my hand and they hugged me and they made me feel special. And I loved being there. That speaker was so great. We now have her for our NEFA Denver meeting in January for that program. Event relationships. Networking is not dead. And going out after work and meeting for a purpose, whether it be with professionals, prospects, or referral partners, get together, have maybe 10 to 15. 15 might be a little much, but 10 is great. Get together, have some tapas, see how you can help each other, what they're missing, and just get some feedback from the people that you work with and from the clients that you want to clone and that are your biggest advocates. Your marketing calendar. So I touched on this a little bit previously, but make sure you have a theme and a process in place and start doing that now. Your CRMs will help you do this. They'll do campaigns, they'll do posts, you can track it, and it's a great way to monitor and control the successes that you're having with potential clients or the current prospects that you have, and also referral partners. If you don't currently have a CRM, check with your firm, your broker dealer, to see which ones are approved, or check with a fellow NEFA member or different colleagues that you have and ask them what they use, why they use it, and what works for them. And then you can test the different products and services and find one that works best for you. As you can see, we're kind of working our way back. And to take something from my Lily class from Covey is begin with the end in mind. Identify the people who want to see you succeed. And I briefly touched on this before. The previous slide had my best friend Cheryl, who was this year's YAT Leader of the Year. And I actually met her at a YAT event. And we refer business and best practices and prospecting skills with each other all the time. The next would be ask for help. This is my Lily class. Bob Avery and Carol Shalito were our moderators, probably two of the most successful and best human beings I've met in my life. And one of the best investments I've made that was a member benefit that I've gotten from NEFA, along with a lot of these prospecting ideas and things that I've used. But ask for help. If you are a younger advisor just starting out, reach out to one of the senior advisors and see if they need help identifying those cross-sell opportunities and to call their C&D clients, or even just to ask the question. You can't replace wisdom and experience, but also another thing that you can do is bring the technology and the prospecting savvy of social media, which we'll get to them that they may or may not know how to use or really want to use. Next would be prospecting on a budget. I've actually blogged on this, and I think Zach can send this out, or you can email me after we get done. And it was on seasonal events. So summer's a really great prospecting time, and you could plan this out. And it's the best way to prospect on a budget. But there's 10 different ideas in there that you can use, from your backyard barbecue to softball to a chili cook-off, that are very easy to do on a very thin budget. Let me go back, skipped ahead. Okay. And then again, it's the build your CRM. Track all of this, track everything. I can't stress how important that is. That's my wonderful dog. So next we're on to social media. And I have spoken on this for years. And I can't stress enough how important it is that social media marketing and prospecting is more about listening. It's not about how much you can post or how loud you are in the proverbial room. It's all about listening to your network. A great example is, this was from Facebook, and it says car insurance recommendations and go. There were 12 comments on there. These are from friends and family and people that she trusts. And she probably had agents and advisors in her network that she didn't even know that they did that. The next is engage. So if someone's asking for help, just put in a little bit of help and let them know that they can IM you or reach out to you for more questions. You are not writing a book. You're not Hemingway, and nobody wants to read that. The average human being, actually, let's put it this way, a goldfish has a longer attention span than we do. On average, individuals really only read for about 10 to 13 seconds. And the thing is, I think it's 11 now. The thing is, that's actually up from like 10 or 12. So keep it short, keep it simple. Just give them what they want and let them know they can reach out to you for more information. Identify your online network. So if you're on LinkedIn and you want to work with business owners, but you're not putting anything in there about a business owner life cycle or content that's relevant to them, then you're just spitting in the wind. You're talking to an empty room because what you're providing is of no value to them. So make sure you know what your online network looks like, and we'll get to that in just a minute. And the next is customize your network. If you want to work with business owners, make sure you're connecting with business owners. Some keyword searches you can use are owner, partner, co-founder. You can also go and reach out to the small business owner groups that are in your state. Those will be on LinkedIn and those will be local. And also follow the companies you want to work with, okay? So whether it's their website or their company page on LinkedIn, follow them. Stay up to date, be aware, know who the power players are, the stakeholders are within that company, and connect with them. Next would be present. And I can't stress this enough because some individuals are like, I just want a static profile. Don't do that. Don't create an online presence if you are not going to maintain it, because it will hurt you more than it helps you. If you create an online presence and you aren't there and you don't connect and you don't engage and you don't message, then they're going to think that's how you run your business. So if you are going to create that presence and be on LinkedIn or Facebook for business purposes, make sure you maintain it, make sure you listen to your network, make sure you respond, and that you add it as part of your routine. It doesn't need to be a lot of time, maybe 30 minutes a week, and depending how involved you are or how aggressive you are, maybe an hour a week. So make it work for you, but be present. And also use your CRM. You only have to hear that like one more time, so don't worry. And this last example actually was a young lady that I met when I first moved to Denver 4 years ago. And she was asking me what I do and who I work with. And I said, well, I help advisors and managers and firms build their businesses and their brands. Well, what do they do? And she had recently lost her job and gotten a new one. And I let her know that she needed to meet a financial advisor and to pick an advisor with the same care that she would select a primary care physician. And she was really excited, and she said, yay, my first appointment with a financial advisor is set. So they do get excited. So, ask them, give them the opportunity, let them know what you do and that you help people. So, communicate, engage, say congratulations, provide referrals, and help others, and they will help you. Before we walk away with any actionable items, just remember to keep it simple and keep it consistent. Birthday card review reminders. I actually got this from my Lily moderator. I was like, wow, that's a wonderful idea. So she would send out happy birthday cards and say, happy birthday to you. It's time for your annual review. And her clients got in such a habit of receiving that if they did not receive their birthday card, they would call and be like, I don't think I got my card. Isn't it time for my review? So they were actually calling her to set up those annual reviews. And as we get older, for example, my benefits, all my preventative care is covered 100%. So every year I do my annual physical. And a lot of individuals will get in that habit and do their annual review to check things because they will not remember their policy anniversary date, but they remember their birthday. If you have clients that are husband and wife that you work with both of them, maybe you do a happy anniversary time for your annual review and do that with both of them. I also got this next one from, actually it was Lily. Add yourself as a contact in your phone. Go in, put your photo in there, a good one, not some cheesy selfie. Put in a good one. Put in your name, your title, your firm, your address, all of your information. That's like your online contact card. How many times have you gone out and they're like, shoot me your information, shoot me your number, I'll call you. Okay. How many of you answer the phone from a number you don't know? When someone does that, you can share your contact information and you are automatically saved in their phone. And when is the last time you deleted anybody from your phone? Seriously. I went through, I think I deleted every ex from the past decade. So just saying, there's a lot of surprising people in your phone book. That is also another great tip to use in January or February. Just getting started out, clean out, do a digital cleanup. But you're going to identify people that you've met over the years or that are in your phone book. And you're like, oh yeah, I need to call her. I need to do this. It's kind of like a memory jogger. Jot them down, add them to your CRM. Next, this I actually got from a good girlfriend of mine. She's at a last year's WYFS Woman of the Year. And when she was just starting out, I probably heard this idea about 6 years ago, but it gets expensive to take everyone out for coffee or take everyone out for lunch. And that doesn't really help everyone. So why do a one-off? So what she started doing, was identifying individuals she wanted to work with or that would be good advocates or referral partners. And I think she had an attorney, a teacher, and some business owners, and I think a good friend of hers that was maybe marketing. I don't really recall. But they went and did this. And over the course of a year, not only did this save her money, but she generated an additional $30,000 in revenue. I don't know about you, but I would definitely take another $30,000 a year. I would take $15,000 more dollars a year. But it's a great tool. Everyone's going out and having coffee, and if they're not, then I mean, do you really want to know people that don't drink coffee? They might be a little loony. But yeah, that's what she did. Made more money. Keep it simple. Lifesavers. Believe it or not, these are great little conversation starters. Most people that come in an office, if you have the lifesavers in a bowl or laying around, or just even the little individual ones, they will ask for one. It's a great way to bring up life insurance. Like, oh yeah, I keep these in the office for life insurance awareness, and this is what we use. Maybe we need to review yours. Or more times than not, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? I need to do that. I haven't really done it. But it's a great way to get a conversation going, and then everyone has wonderful breath as well, because no one likes sticky breath. Next would be give back. And I don't know about your screen, but on mine, I've got the little dialogue box with the camera, but that ugly little dog was the best of intentions. So when I say give back, get involved, we immediately think dogs. Well, I now have 3 dogs, and this is Mr. Gates, and he was so ugly, I had to go get him. So when I volunteer and give back, I can't help animals anymore because I can't have any more animals. I'm pretty sure the city of Denver would find me. But, you know, give back and get involved, because there are a lot of other key members in the community that do get involved and give back, and don't do it just for business purposes. Do it because you're a good human being. But you will meet people, and they will provide referrals, and you will help, and you will get business from it, and you might even end up with another pet. So watch where you volunteer. Make sure you can walk away with stuff for business, and not necessarily another mouth to feed. But we love Mr. Gates. He's wonderful. Next, this one was really good. It was put in and add our information and realtor's new homeowner packet. So a lot of us have realtor friends, and they have the homeowners packet. If you have a trifold or a piece that speaks specifically to that market demographic or where they are in their life, put that in there so that they can pick it up, and they know they need to review this. They just made a huge purchase. They need to review all of this. And vice versa, help them out. I mean, if you have a new client packet or a new young family, and you know they're looking for a home, make sure you have your realtor friends information where you can refer that business. They trust you with their finances, they trust your relationships, and if they know that you're working with that individual, they're going to trust that as well. Next would be, you know, have fun. I do what I do because I love doing it, and I love helping you help others and giving back. When Zach asked me if I would come do this, absolutely. Happy to give back, happy to help. But have fun, because you enjoy it, and they're going to enjoy it, and they're going to provide referrals. They're going to be like, oh yeah, that's Becky. She she's our finance lady. We're happy to introduce you. That will happen. So make sure you ask and have that conversation and use your CRM. And lastly, before questions, I've got some actionable items for you. First of all, export your LinkedIn connections and segment them. This will tell you what type of professionals make up your online network. It will tell you what type of companies and industries make up your online network. And if they are not currently reflecting the markets that you're working in or want to work in, you need to start building that out. It's really easy to do. It'll take you 2 minutes. You can go into Google and type in export LinkedIn connections, and it'll tell you how to do it. Export it into a CSV and an Excel file, and you can segment and filter there. If you have any questions on that, feel free to email me. Next, start drafting your 2020 marketing communications plan, because if you start doing this in the middle of the third quarter, you've already lost 12 weeks. So, excuse me, start doing that now. Next, if you don't have it on hand, request your current book of business and start identifying cross-sell opportunities now. If you're an experienced advisor, reach out to your local leader, whether it be in your firm or your local YAT leader, and see if there isn't a junior advisor that can help you start working your book of business. Identify those opportunities. And, and I can't stress this enough, give them the opportunity to tell you that they don't need that. Please don't assume, because the thing is, if you don't ask and something happens, you will never forgive yourself. So at least ask, if not for them, then to give yourself your own peace of mind, okay? Next is ask for help, and we've talked about that before. Get a mentor or be a mentor. You are never, ever, ever too old to be a mentee, and you are never too young to be a mentor. You both provide value, and the more we help each other and the more everyone succeeds, the more people we help, and that is what we are here to do. So ask for help, provide help. And lastly, reach out to your local NAFA leaders or your YATs and get involved. My tribe and my circle reflect the people that I've worked with over the past 17 years and are really good friends personally and professionally. And it's very satisfying, and it keeps my head screwed on straight. So reach out, ask for help, ask questions, prospect, and take these 5 things away with you today and some of the things that we discuss, and you will get more business by the end of the year. I can't guarantee that, but if you ask and you do it consistently, you should. But the only thing I can guarantee is if you don't ask, the answer will be no, and no one wins. So with that, I think I ran a little bit over. I'm going to turn it back over to Zach for any questions.
Thanks, Becky. We do actually have one question. How far in advance do you typically plan out your marketing calendar?
I do annually, but I break it up into quarters. So if I'm going to go through and plan it, I will use any of the prepackaged ones that I have. So Disability Awareness Month, Life Insurance Awareness Month. Every January, it's really good to do Happy New Year, any life changes reviews, because everyone's looking at their finances then, especially for tax planning because of that dreaded date, quarter. So I do it annually, but you find what works for you.
Right. Cool. And if there are any other questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask, or use the chat feature as well.
And there's also that blog. I put the blog link in there for that 10 budget saving ones. Those are always fun. I was just so thorough and so wonderful. No one has any questions.
Well, if there aren't any questions, then I'd like to thank everyone for being here today, especially you, Becky. Thank you for your presentation.
My pleasure.
If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to Becky directly at her email, or reach out to me at recruitment@nafa.org, and I'd be happy to answer any of them.
I have a question. Where are these archived at?
So right now they are archived at, if you go to the Ambassador microsite, solutions.nafa.org/ambassador, there is a on-demand classes subheading link that you can sign up to look at all of the on-demand classes right now. They're being slowly added in. I think we have a couple months in there right now. And every day there's more, it's updating with more and more every day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a great week, and a great rest of their day.
Thank you.
Yeah.